are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad. It's good to see you again.
Thanks.
How have you been the last couple of weeks? How's your depression?
It's pretty good. I've been going to group therapy, so that seems to be helping quite a bit.
It's effective for you?
Yeah, and I get to sit around with everyone else and we all have similar problems, so it seems pretty good.
Good. I'm glad that that's working. I really am. Hey, I noticed on your chart that you are a smoker. Is that true? You are? Do you mind if we talk about your smoking a little bit?
No, that's fine.
Okay. How long, or how much do you smoke?
About 2 packs a day, I'd say. I don't know, sometimes more or less, depending on how stressed I am.
Okay. And how long have you been smoking like that?
I think I started when I was around 14 years old.
So about 10 years now?
Yeah.
A decade.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel like your smoking has impacted your life?
Well, I feel like it really helps me deal with the stress, and so it alleviates some of those symptoms. I'm just worried, like, if I was to stop, like, I would get really nervous, and I get anxiety, and I don't want to get back in the loop of depression, so I feel like I'm sort of relying on that to help.
So it sounds like you're saying that you're aware that there's some negative consequences, but you're afraid of what it would be like to quit.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that. Quitting is really hard, and a lot of people struggle with it. Like, everyone who smokes struggles with quitting. I would like to say I think it is negatively impacting your health. You know, right now, it says on your chart that you have problems with shortness of breath and coughing, some sinus infections.
When I get infections a lot, and I feel like going up the stairs, I get short of breath, and I probably shouldn't be like that at this age, but...
Do you think that those symptoms are related to your smoking?
Yeah, I guess so. And then one big thing that really bothers me is that my brother has a 10-year-old daughter, and he doesn't want me smoking around her, so I don't get to see her at all, and so, I'd like to go play, but it's hard whenever I kind of rely on smoking, but
you can't around her.
Yeah.
So I think that you know that smoking's not a good thing for you. May I offer some advice?
Yeah.
Quit. Can we talk about that a little
bit?
Okay. Yeah. Smoking is already impacting your health. It's just only going to get worse with your age. As you keep smoking over your lifetime, you're going to have more problems, more illnesses, more chronic diseases, and you're at risk for things like cancer go up also. So I think maybe we can just talk about why do you like smoking? Go through that again for me. What's good about smoking?
Well, I guess I just started at a young age, so I feel like most of my friends did it. I did it too. I would go out with my friends, and they all smoked, so it's hard to quit whenever everyone's smoking around you. And like I said, I rely on it heavily with my depression. It helps with anxiety and nervousness, all that. I don't know what else.
And what are some cons of smoking then? Those are the good things. What are the bad things of smoking?
I have trouble breathing, that I can't hang out with my 10-year-old niece, that I rely on it.
Yeah. How expensive is it?
It's very expensive.
Yeah. 2 packs a day. How much are cigarettes now? $5 or so?
Yeah, maybe.
$10 a day?
Maybe.
$300 a month? That can add up. Okay. So given the good parts of smoking and the bad parts of smoking, what is the best thing that could happen to you if you were to quit smoking right now?
That I would get to hang out with family more, and I guess health-wise, since I guess I forgot to mention that my father died of cancer. He smoked.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Okay. What's the worst thing that could happen if you were to quit smoking?
Just probably the depression is my biggest fear, is that all coming back.
The depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. So you're saying that if you were to quit right now, your health would improve, your family would be happy, you'd be a better role model for your niece who you like to spend time with, you're going to save money. It sounds like there's a lot of good things there. but you're worried about depression and anxiety. You have a
Yeah.
lot of anxiety about quitting. Okay. Well, if we can create a plan and we can try to target your fears about the depression and the anxiety, would that be something you would be willing to do? If we can make a plan to quit that
Yeah. I would be willing to try. I don't know how
yeah,
it would work, but
we can make the plan and we can see what happens. We can try to find what fits for you. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
yeah.
Okay. Then
So what are ways that you suggest for me to start quitting? I don't even know how to go about
how
it.
to start. Okay. Well, I think that the first thing you want to do is pick a day to quit. And don't pick today and don't pick tomorrow, but pick a day in the next 2 weeks. And know that that's the day that you're going to quit and plan on that. Okay? So every day you get closer, it's still going to be that day. And then tell people. Tell your mom, I'm going to quit on March 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Tell your brother. That way that the people around you know that you're planning on quitting and they can support you. They can be there for you and they know kind of what to expect. They also know that if you get a little crabby, they know why. So those are the first two things I would tell you. When it gets time for you to quit, the day, whatever day it is that you pick, March 15th, get rid of any kind of tobacco product. Get rid of your cigarettes, throw them away, break them, get them wet, make them unsmokable. Throw away your lighters, remove your ashtrays from your home. Get rid of any cues that might trigger you to want to smoke. And if you're not seeing things that remind you of smoking, it will help you to keep not smoking. Do those sound like things that you could
Yeah, I think so.
sound like they might work for you to start with? Okay. I would also say it would be good for you to know what triggers you have. Some people like to smoke after a big meal. Some people like to smoke when they drink or when they're out with friends. Certain situations, break at work, for instance. There are certain situations where you always smoke. Do you have those?
Yeah, I would say probably like lunch break. I always go out back and
It's like a habit.
yeah.
So I would maybe make a list of those triggers, as many as you can think of, and be aware of them, and then change them. So if you always go outside to have a cigarette during lunch break, maybe instead take a walk around the building. You're still going outside, and it's still kind of similar, but you're not thinking smoke, smoke, smoke the whole time. Or after, maybe try not to get so full at meals if being full makes you want to smoke. Just try to avoid those triggers. And then I think trying to avoid other smokers, at least when they're smoking, for a time period would probably be helpful also.
Okay.
Just so you don't get jealous.
Mhm.
Does that sound doable for you?
I think so. I think I can try it.
So what steps do you think you can take?
I think it would be a good idea to set a date and tell my family and friends. And then I guess start by just, like you said, tearing up or getting rid of all the tobacco, and then hopefully it'll all work from there.
If you do have trouble with nicotine cravings, you can always use replacement techniques like the patches or gum, or I think there's even maybe inhalers now that might help you. But yeah, I think it's good to get started sooner rather than later. Can we schedule a visit to follow up on that?
Yeah. When do you want to do it?
Well, how about you're going to start in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So we'll make an appointment for shortly after that, like 2 weeks from now, and we can see how things are going, okay?
Okay.
That's great. Well, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.